Art trends. Art trends is something artists pick up on when other artists do it. You know, they copy and they do the same thing too, and it don't always come out looking exactly the same. So I wanted to talk about different art trends that I do not understand. I don't have nothing against anybody, well, none whatsoever. Anybody who makes these things, I don't have nothing against them at all. This isn't about me attacking them. This is just about me trying to figure out or trying to comprehend, why do they make these things, you know? So the characters with the icons with the flags in the background, like the identity stuff in the background. So I've been noticing that it's a thing where people take characters and they put them in front of these flags that mean something, like one that means LGBT, and then it's like other types of flags. It's just basically associated with identity, and I really don't understand it. And I've been seeing a lot of people with icons like this all over the internet, and especially on Tumblr, but I really don't understand it. Like, what's the point of creating these icons, basically? I get that they want to make something unique or whatever, but most of the time these icons have most of the time it's the same characters that get these icons over and over again, to the point where people are making these things so much to the point where there is a bunch of them online already of the same characters that they make, and as a result it's just all over the freaking internet. And every time you try to look up a character, you're bound to find an icon with a character in front of a freaking identity flag or something like that. It ain't a bad thing, but I don't know why people make these constantly. Is it to remember what the characters identify as or something? Is it to show appreciation of their identity or something? I do not know why people make these things. I don't. It's okay to use them as an icon. It's okay if you want to create it. I just don't understand why people create icons for the characters who already have an icon and making it for their identities too. You don't even have to you don't necessarily have to make these things in order to know a character's identity. You can just do some research or just look on Wikipedia, and then you'll know more about the character. You don't necessarily have to make these things constantly, but if you enjoy making these things and you like making these things, then that's fine. You can do that. I ain't got nothing against y'all. I just don't understand why people make these. Okay, so character redesigns. Some artists like to redesign characters because they don't like how the original design looks, and that's fine. But sometimes these people redesign characters so much to the point where they're not even recognizable anymore. And I don't understand why they stylistic choice is making these characters so unrecognizable. I mean, I get that y'all don't like how the character previously looked, but taking the character and then making it into something it's not, doesn't that kill the purpose of redesigning the character? Redesigning the character is just making minor changes, but the character is still recognizable. But when they do it, the characters aren't really recognizable. And a lot of Tumblr artists end up drawing characters this way. They change the race of the character. They change the personality. They change the backstories a little bit. That doesn't match the original thing that was with the character, like the original the original concept of the character, it doesn't match. And I really don't understand why would you change like the whole thing that made the character recognizable in the first place. I mean, you could do a redesign to change a little bit of details, but when you take a character and you change the whole thing, you're basically changing it into like your own character. A redesign is something that you do, like make minor changes to make the character just much more appealing, other than just taking the character and just redesign it to make it look like something completely different and unrecognizable. I don't know why some artists do that, but if that's something they want to do, then they can do it, but I just don't understand why they do it. I just never understood why these artists do this. Adaptables. Okay, so adaptables are these characters that people create for the purpose of selling them, I think. I'm not too familiar with it, but I've been saying adaptables since DeviantArt days, and I really don't understand why people create these things that much. Most of the time these things be recolored of, like, it be recolored characters, like they use the same base and then all the characters don't even look that different most of the time, and some people don't put that much effort into it, some do, but most of the time, like, some don't. It just be different colors with not that much effort into it. But I don't get why people like buy these characters or just create characters to sell them. You can just make your own character for free, and you don't even have to like pay for anything. I feel like Adaptables is a waste of time. I mean, people who create them, I guess they're trying to get fast money. It ain't nothing bad, but I feel like it's a waste of time to buy it when you can just make characters for free. And you can make your characters look like however you want to for free. And I feel like it's just a waste of money to buy adoptables. That's what I feel like. But if you create adaptables and you're just trying to get money and you're just trying to sell character redesigns, and for people who buy like adaptables, there's nothing wrong with buying them. If you want to just buy characters just to buy characters, then that's you and that's your decision. If you want to buy characters because of how they look and they look unique and you like the designs, then you're free to buy them. But I do not understand why people create adaptables though. What's the point when people can just make characters for free? Headcanons. So I've been seeing this online for a very long time too, and I had to look at the definition just to be sure. So apparently a headcanon is something from a fan's imagination about the character that doesn't exist inside of the character's universe. I'm guessing like I guess similar to alternate universe or something. I don't know. But headcanons has been around for a very long time, and a lot of artists like to make headcanons about many different characters. Headcanons are like added lore to pre-existing characters. Lore that's not like connected to the official series. It's just stuff people come up with for like already established characters. They just come up with this like interesting details and ideas for the franchises, for different characters of a franchise that they like. That's what headcanons are. Headcanon is canon. Yeah, excuse me. It's an interesting thing, and I'm just confused by it. It's okay if you like to make headcanon stuff. If you like to do that, that's fine. I'm just confused by why people make it is all. That's just me. I just been seeing this stuff for many years on the internet inside artist circles, and I'm just confused, and I'm just like, I'm just out of it, you know. I'm just not used to these current trends. I'm just not used to them that much. I'm like an artist that is just like inside their bubble, and I really don't want to do whatever everybody else is doing. I don't, because I'm just not that interested in it. So these art trends has been going on for many years, and they're really well known in their community. While I don't understand why people like make these things and contribute them in the art community, I don't have a problem with people doing, like, creating these things or anything like that. I'm just really confused by these art trends, and they're growing by the minute. Well, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video.